Jak and Daxter is a game that's been mostly forgotten. What was supposed to be the replacement for Crash Bandicoot ended up being a hidden gem overlooked because of all the more mature games that were releasing at the time, like GTA. It was released at a time where every game was trying to be edgy. Jak and Daxter just didn't fit into what people wanted at the time. And apparently the art style didn't appeal to a specific audience, except for me. I guess I was the only target audience because I love the art style and I love this game. I think the art style of this game is appealing and makes it stand out from the other art styles that I've seen hundreds of times. The story's kind of basic. Jack's friend Daxter turns into a fake animal, like a lemur or a beamer, I don't know what the it's called, and they have to go on an adventure to turn him back. All the characters in this game are funny and I love their interactions.
Rule number one, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
I know Jack can't talk, but I still think he has a lot to say through his facial expressions. And Daxter's Daxter. I don't have much to say. You already know how he acts.
What?
Something you might not realize on your first playthrough is that there's almost no loading screens, which is something that games today don't even attempt to cut down on. They spam loading screens like it's all they want you to see. And when there is something that has to load, they usually try hiding it by playing a cutscene over it. Like when you die, Daxter starts talking to Jack for a couple seconds and then you're immediately back up on your feet.
Like, oh, I gotta get changed back now! Don't step into the light, Jack! Don't step into the light!
Or when you're trying to go to a different section of the world and it still has to load in. So the game will make you fall on purpose so it can give it more time to load the chunk. Because of the lack of loading screens, it's actually pretty difficult to find a stopping point, so I end up playing for hours. And there's a lot of places to explore in this game because the open world is so massive. I mean, it's not as massive as like games today, like Zelda or like Elden Ring, but like it's pretty big. It holds up. So what do you even do in this game? Well, hold up, I forgot. Let me look at my script. It's a collecting game, you know, like Banjo-Kazooie, where you collect puzzle pieces. But instead here you collect brown-shaped eggs and glowing rocks. Basically, in order to progress in the game, you need to power up your machine with power cells, which are like the batteries to the machines you need in order to go to each section. I'm explaining this very well. You could find these power cells by just looking around. Sometimes they're out in the open for you ready to grab. Or you could collect precursor orbs, which is currency in this universe, I guess, and you could just simply pay people to give you power cells. Because everyone in this town, it's not even a town, this village is greedy. And when I call these guys greedy, I mean it. They don't ask for like 5 precursor orbs. They want me to go out of my way to find them like 80 or 50. They act like they have something better to do. Their houses are literally empty. There's nothing else to do but adventure, and they're lazy frickers just want to send me to do all their dirty work. And that would be fine if the orbs were as easy to find as like the coins from Sonic, but they're not. They're actually like somewhat slightly sprinkled around the world, and every time you see them, you have to collect every single one of them because there's always someone that wants them. There's also rocks that want them, and they're the greediest. They want like over 100, which is why I almost never trade with them unless I'm trying to 100% the game. Oh yeah, people will also give you tasks in order to get a power cell, like catching animals. Wow, people in this village really have a lot to do, huh? Okay, now I'm going to talk about the controls of this game. Now on the surface, the controls might seem simple. You know, you got your punch, spin attack, jumping, ground pound. And yeah, they do seem pretty simple, but you can combine certain moves to do more complicated... Oh, what? Now my mouth is too close to the mic. To do more complicated movements. But nothing like too complicated. It's not like Tekken buttons where you have to press certain buttons at the same time in order to do a specific thing. It's just like you jump slightly higher and stuff like that, you know? Which doesn't seem like a big deal, but I'm telling you, when I first played this game, I treated it like Crash Bandicoot and only used my spin attack. Now I combine moves and do all these flip-floppy stuff, and I am getting through the game much easier. Jak and Daxter is one of those games that when you replay it, you get much faster at it. And I know that's like every game, but hear me out. When I first played Jak and Daxter, it took me about a week to beat. Now I could probably beat it in like 2 days if I really try, which I never do. Also, there's Eco. I forgot to mention that. Eco are like the power-ups in this game. Different color Eco does different things. Green Eco heals you. Orange Eco blows up stuff. You get fireballs, something like that. Blue Eco makes you fast and gives you the ability to open certain doors and activate certain like things. I don't know what those are called. And Pink Eco, we don't talk about. But just letting you know, it does the same thing that Pink Kryptonite does to Superman. And White Eco turns you into Super Jack, so you can Super Jack off the enemies. So that's all I have to say. Jack and Daxter, great game. Overlooked because of the more mature audiences. And by audiences, I mean like there were kids that just thought they were edgy and cool and wanted to play mature games. But at least the game was still successful enough to get sequels, and I can't wait to talk about them eventually. I don't know, I'm lazy.